Hello everyone, my name is Ton with the H silent. Just wanted to tell you a short story about me living in the city of Seattle. As I grew up in the city as a 3-year-old child, I lived in South Seattle Rainier Avenue for about over 10 years, then moved to Central District, and I felt I was able to observe the city more and more because I was getting closer to downtown Seattle. As I grew up through my school years, I was getting to know my city pretty well, as to North Seattle, West Seattle, downtown Seattle, and other cities like Renton, Tukwila, Kent, Linwood. And when I got older, I started to move on my own as to living in the city I'm at now, which is SeaTac. Well, when my family came from Thailand to America, we had no comprehension of the city area because it was a lot of gang violence and it was dangerous to live in South Seattle during the 90s. However, I met a lot of great friends that bring extraordinary, unforgettable memories as my childhood. But now, as the year of 2000 comes along, I was able to go to high school at Ingram and John Marshall and also Seattle Vocational Institution. During my senior year, I was able to learn carpenter as a pre-apprentice and able to graduate high school with a diploma and complete my pre-apprentice carpenter and then attend the graduation ceremony. It was a great memory for me and my family. During my high school year, I met a person at IDHA, International District Housing Authority, a nonprofit organization program, and through that program, which was in Chinatown or International District in Seattle, I was able to join the summer job program that the city funded, and it was an amazing experience. So what is it that I do? Well, I was able to work with the U.S. Forest Service as an assistant maintenance. Working at this time, I was building a lot of experience and knowledge of my skills and abilities in the forest. And through the summer job, I was able to experience hiking and amazing views of mountains. It was truly remarkable, and the pay scale was nice as well. After my high school year, I was lucky enough to find a job in the construction field as an iron worker. As to be an iron worker, I did the physical test, and the physical test was hard. Very determined, on point, and there was about 20 to 50 people trying to do the physical test, but only 11 or 12 got selected. So I was very lucky enough to get selected. I think I was chosen because of my SVI, Seattle Vocational Institution, experience completion. So right after I was chosen and completed a 2-week training, I got a job offer, and my first job was on Tacoma Narrow Bridge. But the crazy thing about the iron worker is that it was very difficult, especially when working on the field, getting yelled at for 8 long hours. To me, it felt like 10 to 12 hours. You know what people say, when you don't like the job, it will be very hard to go through the day. But the pay scale was above and beyond. So I worked as an iron worker for about 6 to 8 months, and then I quit. I couldn't handle the pressure and all the job because I was young with not much strength. But the cool thing is that I got the opportunity to visit other cities around Seattle and Tacoma. So during this point of life in the city, I was able to know the area surrounding very well and how to get places quicker than others as to my thoughtfulness. So as time goes on in the area of Seattle, I also see the changes in Seattle, like as the waterfront, before and after. It has changed a lot. Like for example, the Alaskan Way Viaduct Bridge, which no longer existed, which was built around the 1950s and opened at around April 4th, 1953, and for a long time, and then it was shut down in 2019 and demolition in 2020. So right after the bridge was broken down, the Alaska Way Street was open around the 2021, and during that time, they were also building new infrastructure around the area. At this time, the Pike Place Market and the pier has upgraded a lot, where a lot of travelers come to town during many events like sports, concert, family vacation. It became the new atmosphere. So during my years in Seattle, probably about 35 years, I see a lot of remarkable transformation in the city, like new transportation as to light rail, new buses, Amtrak train, and so on. But the bad thing is that the cost of living is miraculously uprising and the taxes is blooming. That's why there are so much people struggling in the city. But also at the same time, people from all over the world or different states love moving to Seattle to work and enjoy the best city culture. When I look at the years I've been living in the city, I see the climate change, as people are saying, and how the weather is getting hotter in the summer with beautiful scenery all over the city of Seattle, and it makes people so welcome and comfort. So I'm excited for the years to come. Well, as the year of 2026 come along, living in the Northwest, I always feel like the city is bringing a lot of good news, with many great events happening in the city, to the point where I sometimes makes me want to realize I'm getting older and older, and it caused me to understand that I can make the right choices for my future to come. Likewise, I do plan to stay in Seattle for a long time, because the city looks like it won't crash at the moment for what I see, and hope to build a career soon. I now want to thank you guys for listening to my short story, and I hope to share more great, amazing story in the future. And as to watching the river storming so fast down the stream, I think that is how life is, where we are moving forward so fast that nothing can stop us. So I hope I make the right choice. I also remember this quote from where Bruce Lee says, "Be like water and empty up your mind. Be formless, shapeless like water." Well, thank you guys again. Have a great day.